Hi everyone.
Afternoon.
I'm glad to be able to come and share with you again today and to just share some of the thoughts that we've been thinking on. Over the last few weeks I have had times where I've woken up in the morning and I've thought, Lord, what do you want me to do today? Because life has been very different. I haven't been working. I haven't been able to go to all the different groups that I would normally go to. Haven't even really been able to spend time with family. So each day I have been aware of what's today going to look like. And so my thoughts today are about today. I've looked up some scriptures and I just have a few thoughts to share. Psalm 118 verse 24 says, "This is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it." Today, God has made today, with everything that it brings, with everything that's in it, no matter what it might be, God has made today and He knows what it will bring. He knows what we're going to face. He knows what's going to bring us joy, and He knows what's going to be a challenge for us. And His encouragement in that is, I've made this day, and I would want you to rejoice, and I'd want you to be glad in it. So some days that's been more difficult than others, to be honest. And there are days where I've had to choose to sing, choose to put on music, choose to rejoice, choose to be thankful. But when I've done that and made that choice, my day has improved amazingly. And it's always better for having spent time with God. 2 Corinthians 6 verse 26 says, "Today is the day of salvation." Not just the day when we first said yes to Jesus, but today. Today He wants to be our Lord. Today He wants to be the one who is our help. Today is the day He wants to be our very best friend. Today is the day that He wants to be the Lord of our lives. Do you know, if you're listening to this and you're not normally a churchgoer, you're not someone who identifies with being a Christian, you know, these scriptures are for you as well. Today, Jesus would love to welcome you into His family. Today is a day when you can say yes to Jesus. And if that's something you've been considering during this time, what's this all about, God? What's this? Is there something more? We'd encourage you to message us on Facebook, message someone or talk to someone that you know is a Christian and ask your questions and get some answers and see what God might be saying to you today. You know, there's a scripture that I just love, and it talks about the faithfulness of God, that He is the same yesterday, today, and forever. He doesn't change. He is with us. And He wants us to know that and to be assured of that. In Ephesians 5 verse 16, we're encouraged to, in the Old King James, redeem the time. In the New Living, it says to make the most of every opportunity. And we want to be ones who look for where God is moving and what He's doing, and to be a part of that. It doesn't necessarily mean being busy. It means looking for God's hand. It means looking for God's direction and being a part of what He's doing and not worrying about tomorrow. We do need to prepare for our future, but God holds our future in His hands. And the most important part of being ready for tomorrow is the choices that we make today. So my encouragement today is to choose to rejoice today. Choose to trust God today. Choose to look to Him today so that we can be ready for tomorrow.
It's really quite a precious thing to practice doing. As we lay our heads on the bed of the night time, we wake up in the morning and we fix our thoughts on Jesus and say, Jesus, what would you have me do today? And time again, if I've done that, because I've still been privileged to work, but because of the environment where I work, it can be a bit unnerving, unpredictable, but I've got to the habit where every day I just say, Jesus, what would you have me to do today? I am here for you. And time again, it's just as some simple things. It could be listening to someone, because I'm a nurse. It could be comforting someone. It can also be there ready to work a very, what we call an acute situation, emergency situation. But in the midst of it all, the thing that I experience is peace. So, and what that can look like, what today means for us in this environment, in this context, could be resting, could be reading, could be singing, but without doubt, there's always something exciting to do. An example of that is we had the privilege of going out to drop some manuals for a course that we're running, and we got to spend about 6 hours with 4 or 5 different people. And the things to look forward to is as we can reconnect, as we can re-socialize and connect with the people that we have precious relationships with. And that in itself is such a big comfort, such an assurance that we can actually give and portray to someone. So make the most of today. A saying that comes to mind, I'm sure many of you heard it, is, so the thought for today is carpe diem, seize the day, for this is a day that the Lord has made.
Bless you all.